In this lecture, let's look at those two examples. The first one is to solve equation 6 sine theta over 2 equals negative 6 cosine theta over 2 for exact solutions in the interval 0 degrees, 0 is included, to 360 degrees, and this boundary point 360 degrees is not included because it's the round bracket. The square bracket means 0 is included. Now, first of all, we have noticed both sides have a 6, so we divided by 6 on both sides, and 6 will disappear. And then the equation can be written as sine theta over 2 equals negative. You may write 1 if you want, because 6 divided by 6 is 1. You may not really need it. And then cosine what? Theta over 2. Now, here we like to do is both sides divided by cosine theta over 2. Cosine theta over 2. Alright, then what do we get? We then get is sine over cosine is tangent. Tangent theta over 2 equals negative 1. Because those two will cancel. Cosine theta over 2 upstairs and downstairs will be cancelled. Now, down here, if we know that tangent theta over 2 is negative 1, so we know theta over 2 will be what? Will be 135 degrees. Okay, 135 degrees. 135 is inside. You may say, how about 315 degrees? Is also inside. Well, you may write here, eventually you will say you will discard that. Okay? Yeah. Because what's the reason right here? Here is theta over 2 equals 135 degrees. And here is theta over 2 equals 315 degrees. Okay. Then you do what? Both sides multiplied by 2 because you want what? You want theta. You don't want theta over 2. Okay. Multiplied by 2. Then what you get is theta equals 135 times 2. 135 times 2 is 270. So 270 degrees is inside here. And here, if you multiply it by 2 on both sides, you have a theta equals more than 360 degrees. That's why you don't really need that. Okay? You only need theta equals 270 degrees. By the way, tangent theta over 2 equals negative 1. How do you conclude? Theta over 2 is 135 degrees. You see, 135 degrees is actually 3 pi over 4. It's right here. X is negative radical 2 over 2. Y is positive radical 2 over 2. Y over x, same number over the same number with negative, is negative 1. That's why we have 135 degrees. One is here, another is here. Negative means theta over 2 is either in quadrant 2 or 3. it will be positive in quadrant 2 and 4 negative, and quadrant 1 and 3 positive. Okay, so here is the solution. That's the final answer. Theta equals 270 degrees is inside, and if you put right here, they are going to be equal. Now, look at the second one. The second one is to determine the solution set. Means you want to find out all the solutions. Okay? So, here, we like to do is that we have noticed those two are the same, 2 theta, and also sine. We want to put those two together, so we add sine 2 theta on both sides. On both sides. And then you will have is those two will be cancelled. And here there is a 1 in front of it. So 1 sine 2 theta times 7 sine 2 theta is 8 sine 2 theta. That's the right hand side. Left hand side is only 7 because those two are cancelled. And then let me write on the right hand side. Okay. So what I have is that 8 sine 2 theta equals 7. And then I divide 8 on both sides. So we will have is sine 2 theta equals 7 over 8. Alright. Then you then have a I'm just write on this new rule. We then have a 2 theta equals sine inverse 7 over 8. Okay, right here. Now that's how many degrees? Well, to get it in degrees, you want to make sure your calculator is in degree mode. Okay. Now you do is second sine inverse 7 divided by 8, close parenthesis, you hit enter. You have is roughly what? 61.04 degrees. That's 2 sine theta, okay? Alright. Then, of course, you have what? You have sine theta. Theta will be divided by 2 on both sides. I want to, put 61.04 first for 2 sine theta. Another one, 61.04 is this angle. But remember, sine angle is positive. One is this angle. Another is the angle right here. There are 2. One is in quadrant 1. Another is in quadrant 2. How to figure out the amount of this angle? This angle is 61.04 degrees. And then by symmetry, this angle here is 61.04 degrees. And that's the supplement of this angle. Okay, so you use 180, subtract 61.04, so there is another one. 2 theta is 180 divided by 61.04 degrees. Okay. Yeah, this is how many degrees? It's 118 degrees. Not point. 0.96 degrees. Okay. Yeah, 180 minus 61.04 is this much. Alright. Now, you have two theta. One is 61.04. Another is 118.96. That's one angle here, another angle here. Now remember here down here is that we need a solution set, means all solutions. Okay. All solutions is not hard because 2 theta equals this one. You do 360 degrees times n will be all of them. Okay, and then here you do the same thing, is that you may write 2 theta equals 118.96 degrees plus 360 degrees, and again is an integer. Okay, integer, because if n is 1, you rotate 360 degrees. N is 2, you do the circle twice. So is the case here. It can rotate positively counterclockwise. It can also rotate negatively clockwise. So that's why integer here. Integer means can be negative, positive, or 0. Okay. If you put 0 here, then that's the 0 times that. That's this angle. All right. Yeah. If you put 0 right here, that's this angle. All right. We only got is 2 theta right here. 2 theta. We don't want 2 theta. We want theta. Okay. Yeah. So then, how we are going to write the solution? So let me write exactly here. That will be what? Theta equals 61.04 divided by 2. That's 30.5 degrees plus 180 degrees times n. And down here, theta equals is 118.96 divided by 2, which is 59.5. Okay, and then plus 180 degrees times n. Okay, that will be the solution. All right. Yeah, one is 35.5 plus 180 times n. Another is 59.5 plus 180 times n. Okay. Please review this lecture. I'll see you next time.